Most people organize their life around motivation. That sounds reasonable. It's also one of the fastest ways to stall progress. Motivation is emotional, and emotion is inconsistent, which means a motivation driven life will produce inconsistent results. Welcome to today's episode of the Achieve Your Apex podcast. I'm Chad Hyams, your voice of reason. Today, we are talking about one of the biggest lies in personal development: the idea that you need motivation to take action. You don't. In fact, motivation is a terrible manager. Let's look at how most people operate. They wait to feel motivated to work out. They wait to feel motivated to make business calls. They wait to feel motivated to get started, which means their productivity depends on their mood. Mood is not a strategy. Mood is weather. Sometimes it shows up sunny. Sometimes it shows up like a Florida thunderstorm at 3 in the afternoon. There's no warning, just chaos. High performers, they operate differently. They remove motivation from the job description. Instead, they build systems. Systems never ask you, "How you feeling today?" They ask, "What time is it?" And if the calendar says run, you run. If the calendar says you write, you write. If the calendar says pick up the phone, pick up the phone. No emotional committee meeting required to figure out what you should get done. There's strong research behind this. Psychologist Peter Gollwitzer studied something called implementation intentions. His research showed that people who define when and where they will perform a behavior are dramatically more likely to complete it. In some studies, completion rates nearly tripled. Not because participants felt more motivated, because the decision had already been made. The brain did not need to negotiate anything. That's the key. Motivation invites negotiation. Systems eliminate negotiation. And negotiation is there, most goals will quietly die. You negotiate with your alarm clock and hit snooze. Stop it. You negotiate with the gym. You negotiate with the priorities in your work. You negotiate with the time you give to those who matter. Every negotiation drains your energy. Eventually, the brain just picks the easiest path, which is usually the couch. Here's something most people will never notice. Motivation actually arrives after action more often than before. You start the workout, 5 minutes later, your energy rises. You start the project, 10 minutes later, momentum appears and you can't be stopped. You start making calls, and by the fourth call, the rhythm is kicked in. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Neuroscience explains this. When you complete small actions, the brain releases dopamine. Dopamine isn't only a reward chemical, it's a progress chemical. It reinforces the behavior that created the movement. So, the moment you begin, the brain starts supporting continuation, which means the hardest part of almost everything, the first 5 minutes. Think about all the things you do. Getting started is always the hardest part. Now, let's make this practical for you. Look at your life for a moment. Where are you waiting for momentum to show up for you so you feel motivated? Is it in your health? Is it in your business? Is it in some communication? Is it in your growth and learning? Now, replace motivation with a schedule. Define one behavior that will help you. Then define when it happens. Then define where it happens. Is it in a certain spot in the house? Is it at a certain location that you're going to do it? Define when and define where it will happen. Then remove decisions. Oh, it's Tuesday, 7 a.m., you should be running. Oh, it's 9 a.m. on a Thursday, you should be writing that book you've always wanted to write. Oh, it's 2 p.m. every day, I pick up the phone and start making business calls. Whatever it is, you've already decided. So now there's no negotiation. There's no debate. There's no motivational speech needed to get yourself going. There's just execution. Here's the truth. Motivation is exciting. Systems are boring. High performers embrace boring because boring produces results. The gym membership doesn't change your health when you got excited and motivated and convinced to buy it. The workouts do. That planner that you bought clean at the end of the year so you could be ready for the new upcoming year does not change anything about your productivity. The work that's on the schedule, that does. The pretty vision board with all these words and pictures and images all over it doesn't change your life. The daily behavior does. Let me leave you with this. Motivation asks a question. How do you feel today? Systems ask a better question. What did you decide already? High performers only answer the second question every single day. And over time, that consistency builds something powerful. Momentum. Momentum builds your confidence. Confidence builds your identity. Identity builds more results, which means motivation was never the manager. It is the byproduct. So if you've been waiting to feel motivated for anything, stop. Build the system. Schedule the behavior. Remove the negotiation. And let consistency carry you forward. And as always, keep climbing.